There is a place in the state of Georgia where no criminal ever wants to go. That place is called Alto State Prison, formerly Lee Arundel in Alto, Georgia. If you come here, you surely won't make it out.
Stay tuned for Tales from the Toe.
Alright, you kids get to bed, I get the storybook.
Welcome to another episode of Tales from the Toe. In this episode, inmates get freaky on the prison farm. In the heart of Alto State Prison, where time seemed to stand still amidst the towering walls and razor-wire fences, a unique bond began to blossom amidst the chaos and despair. It was within the confines of the prison farm detail that inmates who wanted to get out of the violent dorms found solace, their hands calloused from tending to the cows and pigs that roamed the sprawling fields of the Georgia countryside and brought a nice bag to the administration at Alto Prison, who profited from the milk and bacon they sold in exchange for only paying each inmate 30 cents an hour to do the filthy work on the hot farm. A ridiculous salary, but that's one of the messed up things about working on a job in a prison. Among those underpaid prisoners was a man named Lil Blockboy, a 5'9" dark-skinned 18-year-old Crip from Marietta, Georgia, serving a life sentence for a plethora of sexually related crimes that should have gotten him the electricity chair. Despite the weight of his disgusting sins, there was a gentleness in his touch, a longing for connection that echoed in the depths of his soul. It was amidst the hay bales and the muddy pens that Lil Blockboy found solace in the company of one of the 9 Tamworth swine he was placed in charge of. Having been in Alto since age 15, Blockboy, whose real name was Jason Dixon, had never been in a formal relationship with a human girl back in Marietta. Therefore, it was easy for his warped mind to take a liking to one of the female pigs and start calling it his girlfriend, even affectionately naming the beast Sexy Red, after his favorite female rapper. Sexy Red was a spirited pig with eyes that sparkled like stars in the night sky, or so they seemed so to Jason. From the moment the Crip and the pig's paths crossed, a bond formed between them, forged by the quiet whispers of weird love and the silent language of Blockboy's gangster heart. Day after day, Lil Blockboy tended to Sexy Red with a tenderness born of longing and loneliness, his hands gentle as they brushed against her coarse body. In her presence, he found a sense of peace that had long eluded him, a refuge from the storm that raged within from having to deal with the daily bullshit after returning to his dorm in the cold buildings of Alto. Jason essentially formed a reality in his brain that Sexy Red was his girlfriend, and he began treating her as such, doing things that he would have had. She had been a human being. Disgusting activities that can't be mentioned in this story, but involve the words kissing, licking, and penetration. As the seasons changed and the days turned into weeks, the sickening activity increasing, transcending the boundaries of the prison walls and the constraints of their circumstances. Together, Lil Blockboy found solace in the intimacy of the shared moments, his street boy heart entwined with the swine in a dance as old as time itself. But amidst the tranquility of their unholy relationship, whispers of judgment and laughter lingered around the farm as other inmates began noticing Jason and Sexy Red's closeness, which really didn't raise any eyebrows because 2 other inmates were involved in similar situations. The only difference being their sneaky links were cows and not a pig, which was a little cleaner, but still disgusting. In the eyes of all 3 men was a love deemed forbidden yet necessary, because all 3 had life sentences and would never get the opportunity to have a human female as a girlfriend. As the sun set on another day in Alto State Prison, Lil Blockboy and Sexy Red remained steadfast in their kinky relationship, their bond unbreakable in the face of the trials that lay ahead. For in the quiet corners of their apartment, which was actually a back stall in a mildewy barn on the farm, they found satisfaction in the embrace of the S-word, more so on Jason's part because he was born with 10 inches, and the small amount of spit he used during each encounter wasn't always enough to keep the blood away. 4 months into the relationship with Sexy Red, Lil Blockboy's luck ran out when one of the robot prison guards made a surprise inspection out on the farm, catching the lovebirds in the act, which immediately caused a squad of special prison officers, all dressed in black military fatigues, called the CERT team, to swarm the farm and handcuff Jason, roughly taking him to jail, which actually was the special housing unit in Alto, or the SHU for short. Some OG inmates call it the hole. After a full investigation and a disciplinary report hearing conducted, Lil Blockboy was given an extra 24 months in prison added onto his life sentence, which he giggled at due to the absurdity, and Sexy Red was sold and turned into 47 packs of hickory smoked bacon sent to a Dallas, Texas store for Walmart's Great Value brand. If you live in the city of Dallas, you probably bought a piece of Sexy Red and ate her. You know what, just like Lil Blockboy did on those lonely Georgia nights? Yeah, I would take that pack of Walmart bacon back too. Stay tuned for more episodes of G.K. David's hit audio story series, Tales from the Toe on the YouTube channel, G.K. David Stories.